Hi, it's B. St. Patty's Day. We got the green. That's it. That's what we get. That's all she wrote. I've got my green knives. All of my green knives. They're not even all on camera. Which one are we missing? You don't see these two. How do I tighten this up? I don't know if I can tighten it up much more. I could maybe go like this. Get another one there. Get this one in here. Like that. What's up, Eagle Scout? What's up, Bob? Happy St. Patty's Day. Look at how many green knives I have. Holy sweet sassy molassy. I know I like green knives. I like green. But I did not realize that. I wonder percentage-wise what my green coverage is. Oh, shoot. All right. I'm trying to see if I got them all. You can see this one. You can see this one. This one's in. Over here. This one's barely in. Oh, you can't really see this one. My elang. Anybody got a Kubi elang? Look at this bad boy. Talk about a beast. Does have a front flipper on there that's tough to get, but you can get. Drop shut. Whoops. Flick out. Kubi elang. This blade is enormous. I need to carry this one again. Where's me ruler? Where's me ruler? 4-inch blade on the elang. 9-inch overall. Pretty fun one. What's everyone up to today? Did you work? Probably, potentially. Have the day off, enjoying yourself, chasing a leprechaun after his pot of gold. Did you go get a shamrock shake at the Mickey D's? Ooh, shamrock shake. I could be down with the shamrock shake. In fact, I'll probably have to go get one now. What is your opinion on the shamrock shake? Comment below. Tom's working till 9. What? Got the dogs groomed. Now I'm playing Monster Hunter on Xbox. Sounds like a nice little day. Shamrock shake is delicious. I could get down with one. Are you showing us American school materials? Ha! Something like that. What's up, Honey? What's up, Bald? Tom doesn't care for the shamrock shake. It's kind of a taste. Not everyone. Went with my mom to eye surgery. How'd that go, Gabe? Hopefully, well. How's your hairstyle? We'll see. We'll see. It'll be fine for the moment. What's up, Blake Ken? What's up, Emerson Collector? How you doing? What's the word? What is the word? How many knives do you have in your collection that have green in them? And this was a question. Does this count, like, if this is a permanent addition on this has been on there for months. Purple, but it's got the green Edyard. So what do we call, do we say that one counts? Okay, now Bald, you're pushing it. You're right on the edge. You are on the edge. Smallest green knife versus largest green knife. I like that. I like that. Paul, get it red hot and slam it. That's, I feel like that's close. I feel like that's not quite on. Did I just get reprimanded? Yeah. No. Okay, smallest green knife is most definitely the mini corvid cleaver. This was jade, but I dyed it, so it is definitely a green mini corvid. Huge Emerson fan, carrying the CQC15 serrated tan G10. Boom. So yeah, there's my smallest. Boguku, what's my biggest knife? My biggest knife is this right here. This is a knife. I don't have it out because it's not green, but this is a Bowie knife of beastly proportion. I mean, that's a knife for all there, right? Tell you what. So yeah, does this count? Would this count for green if that Edyard lanyard been on there for 6 months? Smallest green. Okay, largest. I have a few big boys in the green. I mean, this thing is big. It's a monster hunter weapon. No doubt about it. The Kubi Elang. Definitely large. We have the Kaiser, a Momo. You're a Momo. So the Momo beats the Elang. Blade is just barely longer, but overall together it is longer. So that means we have to put the Elang back down. And Kubi Momo is currently biggest. Let's grab the Civivi Mastodon. Oh, I don't know. Wider, yes, but I think, which one do you think is bigger? What's up, Meme Boss? Literally have one green knife. Lots of green hanks and janks, though. I'd say that's a knife. The Mastodon is a beast. So which one's bigger, the Mastodon or the Momo? Mastodon's wider, but the Momo's longer. So I'm not sure. Those are fighting each other right now. We have this Artisan Cutlery. I don't remember what this is. It's definitely close, but not enough. Another big one would be the QSP Gavial. Gavial is actually longer than the Mastodon, but it's definitely smaller. Any updates on ceramic knives? No, I did search and I was in Blade Show, Texas. Not a whole lot. There's some kitchen ones that I could go pick up that I should probably just pick up a kitchen serrated or a ceramic one and see how it goes. Cutting surface goes to the Momo. Carson just subscribed. Thank you, Carson. A lot of fun stuff on the channel. We're looking at green knives today. Since it's St. Patty's Day, I do a lot of custom stuff. I do a lot of unboxings. I just got back from Blade Show, Texas. This one might be bigger. This is the Concept Helix. Oh, mama. These three green ones are all absolute chunk monkeys. Depends on if you count the finger choil as part of the blade. Yeah, I suppose. The Momo's got length on the blade. The Momo is the winner. Any Karambits? I do. But which one? So these are my three biggest green knives. Concept Helix, Civivi Mastodon, and the Kaiser Momo. I would probably say the Momo is going to be the winner. The Mastodon is definitely a big, big knife. Cheap ceramic knives at Harbor Freight. We'll try it out. Pro Dog loves the collection. Thank you. Thank you. I love it as well. Karambit, he said. I have a green Karambit. This is a double-edged, serrated on the top. Sharp, nasty, nasty. I don't want to spin this thing at all because it's evil. And you've got this monster killer right here. Because why wouldn't you? Emerson, BRB, gotta go show my pickle. Ha! Cheap ceramic knives at Harbor Freight, though. Space Ghost. What's up, Nick? How's it going? What are you up to today, Mike? Like the Helix? The Helix is a cool one. So this is the Helix. It's a button lock, micarta. 14C, is it? I can't tell. Getting out the glasses. Oh, it's D2. So this Helix right here, they have a few different versions. D2 and the micarta handle button lock, absolute beast. I also have the mini Helix. So the mini Helix is actually still a large knife, but if you put it next to the full-size Helix, you can see clearly a slight chunk difference. But the mini Helix is a fun one. It's actually a liner lock, not a button lock. So other than that, they're basically the same design, same shape. Liner versus button, and then that ½ inch or so of size. But even the mini Helix is a big one. I did the die on that, nice little fade die. I would say as a regular user, the mini Helix is definitely solid. And then the regular Helix is just a beast for those that like to carry an absolute chunk, which I'm one of. Definitely one of. Pivots look different. The pivot looks a little bit bigger on the smaller one. Then you got the one, obviously the one's the button lock. Yeah, the smaller pivot is actually a larger pivot. All right, my meme. See you when you get back. The mini is a nice one, though. But yeah, look at the green on the table. Let's count them. I haven't counted them yet. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Oh, why can't I have 50? 49 green knives in my collection. You either have an issue with green. I can count. What's up, North Valley? Actually, that was all fake. I did that all phonetically. I actually do not know how to spell or read, but I know how to fake it. Faking it is how you make it. What's up, Mick? I just found out I currently possess 49 green knives. I could have thrown this one in because it has a green lanyard on there, but it's the lanyard, so it's not really a green knife, even though that's a permanent fixture to it. I just memorized every number in order. It looked real. That's all that matters, right, Nick? All you got to do is you just have to just surf on, bro. Surf on. I totally forgot about this Trivisa that I got. It has major lefty issues, but boom. Look at this design. Very cool. Trivisa, I don't even remember. Button lock. Really thick micarta contoured handle. Awesome looking shape on the blade. I quite like the feel of this thing. Problem is the button and the way that a lefty holds it, it's an issue. I go to flick it out. Look at that. What's up, Ralph? So that's a problem. That button, you just barely touch it and it closes. And as a lefty, I love flicking it out. You can't not have your finger near that button and it just wants to just drop. So it's literally, it's a lefty feature because I'm lefty. Wow, I'm sucking with this. It drops fine. It flips fine. You can, wow, I can't really, I flick it out fine with the right hand, but that button, the spot that button is in, is literally right where, like if I want to flick it out, it's like really hard to not be on the button. And if you barely touch that button at all, it's engaged. So you have to be completely off the button, and now that means I can't flick this knife as a lefty. Rolanda, what's up? How much was this one? I think it was around 40 or 50 bucks. I like the design and the shape of it, but that's just a flaw that I can't, as a lefty, I can't deal with. Mirrored image had you confused. Yeah, I apologize for that. YouTube doesn't really allow me to flip it around when I do a vertical live like this, and it's kind of, I mean, I can, but then I can't see the screen. Yeah, I'd rather be able to see what I'm doing, so like when I pick up a knife, I'm not blindly going like this. I'm actually like, oh, look, there it is in the center. We get by. I'll push your button. What color should we dye this one? I'm kind of glad I'm right-handed. They should make left-handed knives. They do. Check it out. So this is a lefty concept Fenrir. So it's in my left hand. That is a lefty liner lock, closed. I'll show you a righty liner lock. You can see how they are on the opposite sides. So there's a lefty. Really cool that Concept makes some lefty versions. I actually have a lefty on the table here. My Concept Warrior, wow, is a full lefty CPM 20 CV. Then we have the eggshell kind of titanium and micarta, and then it's got a lefty bolster lock. So maybe, can I find another one that just has a simple looking lock that's easy to see? There you go. Opposite side liner locks. So yeah, full lefty Concept Warrior. Go back and read Mick's message. Okay. I missed your message. I sure did. I sure did. Now the anticipation. I got brass scales to Shipwreck, and they are stone washed. Do I need to sand them down first, Mick? Yeah, you do. Well, actually, I don't know what would happen if you didn't. But I say you do. You want a nice clean surface, I found. Let me show you something quick. Where are they? Here they are. I had... Do I not have that anymore? I don't have any copper. Okay, well, it's kind of like this. I had some copper ones that had like this. They were like that. They were coated with this black stuff. That's copper right there. So what I did is I got these. They're called, I think it's called Saboturu. Saboturu, something like that. If you look that up on Amazon, you'll find it. But I got a couple of these stones. They're called Saboturu stones or something like that. It's actually, see, it has a little bit of flex. It's almost like a rubber eraser, but it's a sander. So the one I got had two different grits. And you just take that and just rub it on. It's basically a brass polish, brass sanding finish. So you take that and you hit it like when I had my Towser K. This thing right here, this huge piece was all that black coating over the copper. And you can use these and it polished the whole thing up. It was very shiny, nice, clean, smooth. You want to go in the same direction at the end, because anything you do may or may not show up on your surface. So what I did is I had them and then took this and put it down and just kind of did it all in one direction. And you keep it kind of going in that one direction, because if you just kind of make some swirls or stuff, you might see the swirls on the surface. Or maybe you want that. You know, you can change the surface how you desire. All right. Now my chat's all messed up. Flitz polish might do it. I'll polish your scale. Paul is frisky today. What's up, Paul? How you doing? Ha! My peace lily needs, holy crap. Yeah, you're right. It's starting. It's starting. It's still up. She's still up, but peace lilies are definitely a good plant for people that aren't good at plants because it'll tell you. It'll literally tell you. Nick's seeing it say it's like it's up like this and it starts to just, and by tomorrow it'll be blimped over, but you can throw it in water and it'll pop right back up, but I'll water it today. Paul took his little pill. What's up, Blind Woo? And Moonib? How you doing, Moonib? They do absolutely tell you, though. Thank you, Sandro. I love making knife videos. I love sharing. I love customizing. I love this community. It's fantastic. Just got done making some scales for your drop bear, says Snail Trail Dale. What kind of snail, or what kind of snail are you, Trail Dale? What type of scales did you make for your drop bear? I am interested, and can I see some pics? Send them to me on my Instagram. Are we not friends on Instagram yet? KDK in 4K. Nick loves houseplants. Yeah, dude, I have a bunch. I'm really into like philodendrons, and I have a ton of Hoyas. They're all being watered right now, actually, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got about 9 or 10 Hoyas. Different. They're all different. Really fun plant. I have some bonsai trees, parrot tree. I just got this Monstera clipping. Doing really well right now. Boom, right? I'm trying to decide if I want to leave it in water or not. Fun thing is a lot of plants you can put in water, like these little containers down here got a little clipping in there, and then they start going, they get roots, you can throw them in a pot, and I like propagating them. Ken Fixed is in the house. What's up, Ken? We need to meet up soon. That's a knife. That's the angle too, right? It's like as wide as my head. What's going on today, Nick? Nick, Ken, how's work? Boom. I watched most of that video with on Zach. Did you guys watch the Zach in the Wild video? That was a pretty good one. And then did you watch the one with on NAFs with Ben, where he talked to his lawyer about Spyderco and the hole in the blade and how they have like trademarked the hole. It was a very interesting video. If you haven't seen it, I'd check it out. Planted 1,200 seeds, but I think the squirrels have gotten them all by this point. 1,200. Get some fish, then dump them in the filter. Yeah, I actually have about 30 aquariums over there in Valley. So I've got some hot pothos that's been growing out of those plants. I got 30, 40 foot vines coming out of some of my tanks. We should go in there one day. What is the little cleaver on the table? This one is the Gerber Chunk or Gerber Mini Cleaver. Saw this one at Shields when I was with Titanium Justin. It's just a nice little, you're supposed to take it like camping with you, and just nice little chopper. You haven't seen this one yet, Ken? It's a nice little, the handle's heavy, feels good, and it's like, I think it's like, boom, if you wanted to do some really light, tight, smaller chopping, it was just a fun one. Hobby tour field trips. We can do this. We can do this. Right now the lights are off. I need to top off some tanks, clean them up a little bit. They're in pretty good shape, but we can go through there during a live or something sometime soon. Have another 500 or so seeds you held back. You have to reorder a bunch. What are you planting? Black skin watermelons. I've got seeds that I'm getting going right now inside. I'm in Minnesota, so we have to let them go inside for the first month and then slowly kind of bring them out. I've got definitely some peppers, hot peppers, that I'm getting going pretty soon, or now. Hopefully they'll start sprouting up soon. What is the large Bowie, Craig? This is a Rough Rider. I got this at Blade Show, Texas. This is the largest Bowie that they offer. These are guaranteed for life. Not an expensive Bowie, but it's a Rough Rider. It's Smoky Mountain Knife Works brand. Really cool guys. It's just ridiculously fun. What's up, Grateful? And it's just huge. And these are guaranteed for life. So I could break this and get a new one. So if you want just something huge that you can hack and slash, or just have something ridiculous in your collection, it's got some stabilized wood and a chunk of stag in there. Very sweet. I mean, I had another Bowie that I thought was big, and then I got this one, and it was like, okay, that's just out of control. What are you up to, Grateful? About a dozens of wildflowers, hummingbird, trumpets, birdhouse gourds, watermelons. Cool. You got some property then? Sounds like you got some land to plant it on. How do I send a pic on Instagram messages? Are we not friends yet? Basically, you send me a message and then I have to go in and accept the message so that we can start a chat. And then once I've done that, then you can send pictures. So if you did that, I'm using my phone for the live right now, but after the live, I will go in there and accept it, and then we will be able to pass pictures back and forth. Snail Trail Dale. What's up, Mike? Rough Rider can butcher an 800-pound hog. If you need to butcher an 800-pound hog, or if you find yourself a leprechaun, quick work with the leprechaun. Rough Rider makes some cool stuff. This is from their ram series. Look at this ram's horn cleaver. This is a lockback, and it has a half stop. Boom, boom. How fun that is. How fun that is. How fun is that? Click the picture icon, Snail. Or if you need to make florets, there's a forward choil. Yeah, you get that forward choil on there, and you can get in there and... Munib is a knife maker? Excellent. What kind of knives do you like to do? Daddy likes that. Isn't it something? Pretty fun stuff. Which other ones haven't I looked at in a while? Classic for the collection. Everyone who is a collector should know what this one is. The Rat Model 1. Big old full size. This is just a solid. I never got a Model 2, but I've got the Model 1. Will you laser engraver work on rich light? It should, Tom. I haven't tried it yet. Generally, you're going to want a smooth surface. So if you had rich light, this is rich light right here. And see how it's got that texture on there? Those grooves are at a different height. It might be harder to get something with a good laser mark, because when the Z height changes, basically you've got the lower section, the higher section. You only can really dial it into one setting. And so if it is really good on the top of the ridges and then it goes down in there, it could burn down in there. But if you had a flat piece, that would be the most likely to get a really good mark on it. But yeah, you should be able, I would have to destroy a piece or destroy the back of a piece. That's the nice thing about a knife scale, is you can take it off, flip it over, and the inside you can't really see it because it's covered. You can use the inside to test. Model 2 is small. You can get Model 1 in MagnaCut for $85. You can get this exact knife in MagnaCut for $85. That actually is kind of fun. If I like this knife more, It's a solid knife. But it's kind of more of it's in my collection because why wouldn't you have a Rat Model 1 in your collection? But I don't really, there's other ones I like better to carry. Love the Rat 1 and the 1.5, but the Rat 2 is kind of small. I didn't know there was a 1.5 either. So they get a 1.5 and you can get a Magna Cut version. I said that like Yoda by accident. Yeah, exactly. Is it? Now I can't do it. You can't do it if you try. You have to just naturally let it happen. It should be in every collection. Exactly, Nick. To me, it definitely has a spot in my collection. Same as like an Opino, you know? It's you almost, if you're a collector, I mean, sure, if you're a collector where you just have a few knives that you use, that's a collection. But I mean, I'm a collector. And so why wouldn't I have the Opino? I'm never going to carry this one either, but I got it in the collection. Boker Mermaid. I don't have the Mermaid. I should get the Mermaid. I mean, I have this. I mean, look at come on. There's yellow tangs and a raccoon butterfly on the blade. That's almost as good, right? It's almost as good as the Boker Mermaid. Although the Boker Mermaid is definitely more like, has more style like this one here. Like this dragon that I got from Fook. That one could be a cake. Ha! It could be a cake. What's up, Steve? What are you up to today? Dude, tell me this knife is, Fook Duzo gave this to me. He got this for $2. Clint Crosby slap. $2. I think he said he bought 20 of them. They were $2. I would have bought 20 of them as well. I mean, once you get going on something like that, you got to get cray. So, Justin, what's up? I saw Justin was live. I was running around. Then he just finished his live as I was walking in the door because I went and I opened it up and it started from the beginning, you know, because like if it's over, then you know, it starts from the beginning. So I was like, oh, wait. And then I went and saw that he ended it like probably a minute before. And then I got here and I basically just put my green knives on the table and started. What is up? Not my taste, but it looks cool. Smash the like button, says Justin. Mean Boss is back. You can't even get a soda for $2, right? And it's so, like, the thing is that's what's just crazy about this. Is when you hold it, like, it's very smooth. There's no, like, imperfections. You know what I mean? Like, that surface is clean. It wasn't stamped poorly. It was well done. The edges are smooth. There aren't any, like, sharp ridges. Everything is machined perfectly. There's no little scrapey points or anything. It's clean. It opens smooth. It just doesn't make sense. I have some knives, some cheaper ones, where you've got, you know, it's a simple little lock back from Frost Cutlery or something like that. And when you touch this edge, that is super sharp. You can just feel that. You can see that it doesn't line up quite perfect right there. It kind of hangs down on that side. This part, I can feel that ridge right there. It's higher where the bone is, and it sticks off on that side right there. There's a little chip right in that spot, and that's just naturally on the bone when they put it together. This is sharp. These edges are not smooth. I can feel the liner right there. Like, that's what you expect with a cheap knife. This was probably $17, you know, but when you're getting into those cheaper ones, those are the things you notice, those little details and stuff. And some of these cheapos, the bomb is absolutely ridiculous, tack knives, right? But then you grab it in your hand and you're like, wait a minute. Why is that so comfortable? It's so weird. Like my ring finger sits in that little groove right there, and then my index goes right up to that notch, and it locks this knife in. This cheap junk tack knives, it's in the shape of a bomb. Ridiculous. It's assisted opening. Ridiculous. Yet, the edges are smooth. They're clean. That scale lines up beautifully. It's like they've started to figure out how to like take that cheap design and actually produce it with a little bit of a quality to it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, good on you. You've got like the Sativians. This is a cheap little Sativian knife. This one was probably $18, but it's well built. The action is nice. It flips out good. The micarta feels nice in the hand. You're probably, it's going to be something with the blade steel. Maybe the blade steel doesn't hold an edge very well, which is probably going to be the more common situation with some of these cheaper knives. You're just not getting a high quality steel, so you might be able to get it sharp, but then it'll only be sharp for a couple of cuts, or it might chip really easily. So those are the factors to think about. This Revo, yeah, the Revo, this was like $18. Kind of a fun little button lock. Got some cool action on it. Thumb studs, button action. You can flick it out. And it's a cheap knife. Is it going to be super reliable long term? How long does that edge hold? But man, look at that. Look at that belly with that hollow grind on there. That is ridiculous how thin that is. That blade edge probably will not stay sharp for long, would be my guess. Got the Tough Light. Cold steel Tough Light with the triad lock. Yeah, the Gerber from Shields. Justin, you were there. You were there. I use this thing for tearing through cardboard, though. I mean, you can see it's been ripped up. And it stays sharp really well. It's got this, you can just get in there and just push through it hard. It's got that triad lock. And these aren't that expensive. That's all $30, something like that. It's crazy what you can get for the price these days. I mean, you could get a Pyrite Light for $30. And I didn't even cut myself. What's up, TKE? TKE just got to 4K. Congrats, my man. Did a nice little giveaway over the weekend. Son just got the crazy blue Amazon Dragon Knife thing he saw you holding in the thumbnail. Thumbnail? There's a thumbnail? Where is that blue knife? This one? Not the biggest fan of Gerber anymore. For the same price, you can get way more. 100% true. Gerber has its place in the world. It's when people aren't really into the knife world and they're getting knives at places that aren't really knife places. More often than not, those places will have some Gerbers. Maybe some Kershaws. And they're kind of the lower end. But that's what I'm getting at, too, is the reality these days. $30 goes quite a ways. There's some really nice stuff. The new X-Tukes. I think this one was $40. But this X-Tuke button lock, whew, that's a clean knife. Really reminds me of like a Sencut. Sencut makes some really good stuff. Sencut has so many models in that $35 to like $60 range. A lot of them are like 9CR, which is not a bad steel. And they hold up pretty well. Magna Crap. Which one's Magna Crap? Oh, you got a dragon knife? Wait, what? You couldn't have gotten one of those with Magna Crap. Magna Crap. You don't like Magna Cut? Oh, you. It's Monday. It's 5:15. You know where your children are? All my green ones are on the table. So what did I say it was? 49? Is that right? Do I have to recount? Pretty jealous of that dragon knife. It's real deal. It's real deal. JB Stout knives. I don't. JB Stout? Oh, Magna Crap is surgical stainless. You've come up with a name for the cheap. I get you. I get you now. Ken Fix has a Packmare, $40, and it stays sharp. Working man's flipper. Right? There's some blades out there. Sometimes it's like they get that heat treat right. They got a decent steel. It can be a great worker, a great user. I got stuff to show you. Let's pick a day this week. For a live, we've been talking about this. Favorite Karambit, says Jerry. I'm not a Karambit guy. So my favorite traditional looking Karambit would be this one right here, this double-edged serrated beast. Nasty boy that I don't spin around at all. But it's cool. It's got that classic Karambit look. I'm really a fan of this one. Some people are like, oh, it's not a Karambit. It is. This is the rabbit. I use this for mushroom hunting in the spring. And then this was the other one, this Tucson. The Tucson's a decent one. Did you get a Concept Leviathan, says Nick. I didn't. I'll tell you the story. I got to show you what I ended up getting instead. So I went to the Concept booth at Blade Show, Texas, and my intent was that I knew they had some cool stuff at Concept. One of the things I really wanted to pick up was the Leviathan because it's an absolute beast. And Fox Knives is cool. I saw some cool stuff over there. KDK North Titanium just don't want to come to the garage anymore since Blue and Neves. Yeah, those guys are too big. You don't want me in there anymore. Wonder if we hunt the same mushrooms. Okay, you guys, I picked up the Leviathan. I kind of held it. It didn't feel great. It felt good. I opened it. It was like, okay, yeah. What's up, Waylon? And it didn't like just instantly like nail me. It's beast. It's a beast for sure. It wasn't too big. I opened it and like the frame lock, I didn't feel as good as a lefty kind of a thing, you know? And so then I was like, maybe I'll think about it. And I set her down. And that's when I saw this. And I picked this up. And I was like, ooh, look at that frag titanium. What's that one? That's the Goblin XL. And then I went like this. And I closed it. I grabbed that front flipper. And I was like, oh. Then I took my index finger and went like that. And it was done. And I was like, you know what? I love this Goblin XL. Boosh. My nickname used to be the Gooch. I want one. Speed holes or not is the question. Speed holes can be okay. I have some that are speed holes and some that are not. This, though, oh, that frag titanium is perfect. I love the way this feels in my hand. It's just solid, good grip up, great action. My finger wraps around there nice. This is a large carry. This is perfect for me. These go for $210. Like if you go online and you buy one of these right now on the website, it would be $210 with the S35VN and the titanium like this. I got it at the show for $140. Awesome knife. Definitely one of my top favorites now. I will be carrying it on a semi-regular basis when I can. It just feels good. It feels solid. I feel like if I want to get in there and I want to make a hard cut, it's there. Versus sometimes, and I always am going to carry 2 or 3 knives. You know, I'll have 2 knives. I'll have this size of a knife. Then I'll have another one that maybe is like this size. And then I pretty much have always been carrying the small little case as well. So depending on the job or the task that I've got something that covers it all. What do I think about spring assist? I think spring assists are great when you're buying these gas station knives like this. I love a gas station knife, and just about all of them have that spring assist. I don't think it's necessary. There's so many knives that don't have a spring assist that open just fine. I can get in here and just flick that thing out. or I can have it in my pocket, take it out, flipper tab it out. There's just really no need for a spring assist. And one of the reasons I like not having the spring assist is just the action that the knife has then. Because if there's a spring assist, when you go to close it, you can't drop it like that. We've got the spring assist here. I go to close it, there's the spring. So then you have to grab it and physically squeeze it in. Versus if there's no spring, I can loosen it up, let that blade drop. You know, now you can get the action on the blade. Boom, drop it to your thumb, let it drop. And that just is a fun sensation for me, having a blade that's just got good action on it. Whoop, that you can get in there and just kind of let her close like that. Then you don't have to worry about grabbing it and squeezing it shut. They are fun though. Most gas station type silly knives like the Dragon is going to have that assisted opening, so I'll still buy it, but it's a different part of my collection for sure. Yeah, if the bearings are well made, if the pivot is good, then you don't really, it's not as necessary. Then if you have like a, well, I don't even have any crossbar locks on the table. So I have no green knives that are crossbar locks. How about that? You got your crossbar lock, then you can just let it drop like that. You can swing it out, swing it shut. And that's just a fun action. And with a spring assist, you don't have that. Can I show the really dagger-like one again? This? My Win throwing a dart into a balloon. Sounds like number 50 is going to be a crossbar lock. I've kind of fallen away from the crossbar lock a little bit. I'm not, yeah, Nick, I got this when you were, I was 13 years old. I paid for a dart. I threw the dart into the balloon, popped the balloon, and got this prize. We have a stainless Pakistan, walnut, and brass. It did have rust all over it. I beat it up as a kid. We did take the Sabatoru stones and polished it up. We removed all the rust. Obviously, there's still some pits in there. But back when you could actually win a knife at a carnival, rad. On the table, I had a dagger one on the table that looked like a dagger. Trying to think of which one I had out that looked like a dagger. Still have most of your old knives when you were a kid. I have that one. I have my original Boy Scouts knife that I had when I was in Boy Scouts long ago. This one also has definitely got some age and patina to it. Burnt out on crossbar locks. I've had so many of those Pakistani daggers when you were a kid, right? Super cool. I managed to save most of them. One of my first knives ever was kind of like one of these little trappers, like one of these little mini trappers that just has like a couple little blades on it like that. That was like the very first knife that I had. I lost that probably within a year or two after getting it. But then I got my Boy Scout knife that I still have today, and then I won that dagger when I was in like 3rd grade or something like that. 13, yeah. Maybe like 6th grade, somewhere around there. TK's got to run. Have a great evening. Thanks for the cool live. Hit me up when you're ready to return to the garage. You guys want to do karate in the garage? I thought he was too big for me. I mean, I already had Neves in there. We'll see you later, TK. Yeah, I guess this is a crossbar lock. This is sort of green. It's kind of a really dirty green. The drop bear though, the drop bear is a great crossbar lock. I'll give it that. But that's the only one I've got on the table. There's been a few knives I've been interested in lately that were crossbar locks that I kind of fell out of the interest of them. It's weird. You go through stages. Literally stage things that get me crazy right now are stuff like this. This is the Obed Creek bow trapper from Rosecraft. Andy, the designer or the owner from Rosecraft, that's his logo, that skull. That is a skull shield. That's part of it. That's micarta D2. Nice half stop on there. Wish you made that. We wish they made the assassin and drop bear configurations. But yeah, I wasn't really into these as much a year ago, and now I love them. It won't be my main. It'll be another thing, like I'll be carrying something like this in my main pocket, and then I'll be carrying something like this in my secondary. No doubt about it. Oh my goodness. So assassin, I have a Ultim assassin. So I mean the assassin's really similar. What are you hoping? Which drop bear style? Because I mean really the assassin's good as is. It's got pretty much the same action, same feel. I like them both. I think the drop bear is just a little bit chunkier, a little bit beefier. Oh, aluminum S35. See, now that would be cool. That would be cool. I think the drop bear size is just a little bit beefier. I like it. They're very, very similar. Like if I had to pick between the two, I'd drop the drop bear. I'd keep the drop bear. An aluminum S35V would be sweet though. North Valley, 3 Tousers, 3 Slippy EDC. All day. All day. You like the more frequent lives? Right on, Nick. I enjoy the interaction. I want to do more content. It's been fun. When I was doing lives, when I started doing more vertical lives, they exploded. I was getting 150, 200 people in the lives. Like right now we have 53, which is great. I'm cool. But I swear the first like maybe dozen that I did, I would get 200 to 300 people in the live, and I'd do a live for like an hour, and then I'd close it up, and the live would have 15 to 20,000 views. Crazy. Lately, I've had about 40 to 60 people in there, and it'll be like 2,000 to 3,000 views, which is still great. It definitely helps. You know, if I do it regularly, it helps. You get like 10 more subscribers, 10 more subscribers. It was crazy though. When I was doing the ones where I was getting those 15,000 views, I'd get like 100 subscribers. So like it was like 2 weeks. In like 2 weeks time, there was like 5 lives that I had that I gained at least 100 subscribers. I had almost 1,000 subs in like 2 weeks. And it was almost all from the vertical live crowd. I do my normal lives on Thursday, and it usually gets like 200 to 300 views total. And like this one right here will probably have several thousand. So it's way more than doing your regular lives. So it's almost beneficial to do the vertical lives if you want to help with growth. What's up, Stacy? Stacy, we got the laser fixed. I'm going into color number 2 of the Ano. We have color number 1 complete. I'm going to do some laser removal. We'll do color number 2. We'll do some laser removal. We'll do color number 3. And a black laser mark. That's the only info anyone gets. But that's a lot of info right there. Holy God. It's, I'm pretty excited about it, Stacy. I know it's been a long, long time coming, but we've been patient. And then the laser that did the really good clean removal was down for like a week and a half, so they got it fixed while I was in Texas, got back, and so it's ready it's rock and roll. First color went well. Get that removal, get this thing going. Your opinion of the top 3 blade metals? Interesting, Larry. Um, lately I've been kind of on the 154 CM would be kind of one of my top metals. I'm more of a, everyone has different preferences and styles because of the range that they purchase. People that are always buying $300, $400, $500 knives are going to feel differently than someone who's buying $30, $40, $50 knives in between. I'm kind of the $50 to $200 range is where most of mine fall into. I really like 154 CM. It's a solid steel. It sharpens fairly well. It holds an edge well. It cuts good. It's got some pretty good corrosion resistance. And it's all around. It's not too expensive. It's not super cheap. And it does well. I'd say 154, top notch. S90V, fantastic. Generally, the knives with the S90V is going to cost a little bit more, but same kind of thing. Really great steel, holds an edge well, sharpens well. I like it. I don't know. S35VN is good. 9CR is good. D2 is good. We're starting to get into more of the budget-friendly ones. ARRPM 9 works great. I have a lot of CJRB knives that have the ARRPM 9 that I've used and sharpened, and they work great. CPM 20 CV, I know I'm getting well over 3 here, but the 20 CV is some good stuff. I have a couple knives from Concept with that I've used that I like quite a bit. This is that ARRPM 9. This is my CJRB Riff. Great button lock. Whoops. Justin says Vanex D2 154 S35. The only one on there I don't have anything to say is Vanex, and it's not because I don't like Vanex. It's because I don't have really any experience with it. I would like to. I will definitely have to pick up something Vanex. I've done a few reviews on some pass-arounds and stuff that are Vanex, but I've never really had it, used it, dulled it up a little bit, sharpened it. Which one's a crossbar lock? This one's button lock. This is a CJRB Riff. Great action on this thing. Nice big fuller in there. Oh, I checked and it said that it's in St. Paul, Justin. It said it's supposed to be delivered today, but then it also said it's in St. Paul. It's not in Minneapolis. It's not out for delivery, and it was like 3 o'clock. So yeah, it's maybe by 9 o'clock, but if it's not in the out for delivery by like 10 a.m., it's not going to be here today. So it should be here tomorrow. 14C, yeah, 14C 28N is a great steel. I have quite a few knives in that. I've got a lot of knives everywhere, so it's like finding one that is that specific blade steel right off the top of my head. I don't know. Stuff everywhere. But I do have some 14C28. I like that stuff. It works good, sharpens well, solid stuff. I want one you can push the button and it will fall closed. Yeah, a button lock. There are a lot of CJRB button locks. There it is. I'm going to take my finger, push that button, closed. Closed. Get yourself a pyrite, or this is the pyrite light. Closed. I'm not a fan of the pyrite light. You want to get a good pyrite, get the rose gold Bowie, but it's a button lock. See, push that button right there, closes. Drops. The CJRB button locks work really well. You want to get a slightly bigger one. Here's the Lago. Good flick out, good button. Closed. You can squeeze the button and open it and close it. Nothing importance more into fixed blades. Nothing wrong with fixed blades. CJRB Echo, got a nice front flipper button. Whoops. Hello. I'm holding my arm way out like this when I do this, so it's kind of awkward sometimes. Got that front flipper button. Button locks are great. I like quite a few of them. Some people don't love them. I do have a button actuated liner lock, which then gives you the strength of a liner lock, but it's like a button lock. This is the mini grouper from Kaiser. So you got that button lock drop action. I can use that button to swing it out, swing it shut, flip it open, button closed. But the button, if you look, when I squeeze that button, you can look inside and you can see the liner lock actually move over. So you've got the strength of the liner lock, but the fun fidgety factor of the button, which is pretty fun. And there are quite a few knives that have been doing that lately. Pyrite Light, best pyrite. Keeps your palm on its toes. Ooh. I've cut my palm on that stinking Pyrite Light. Axis lock for the win. I have one axis lock. Here's the Benchmade tagged out. Axis lock works fine. But if you ask me, the clutch lock, which is Kaiser's version of the Crossbar axis lock, it's the best one out there. The action on it is just superior. It's just flawless, smooth, like butter. Kaiser clutch lock. Custom folders, if you got any. I don't really have any custom folders. I have some customs that I did. I do shipwrecks. This is a Towser K copper. I did the shipwreck on it, which means you basically put it in a container with ammonia, salt, chemicals. Do the action, boom. What's up, Barbarian Brownie? How you doing? I'm gonna hold on a second. Stupid neighbors don't have any respect. They let their dog sit outside and just bark, and they hear it barking because I hear it barking. It's annoying. It's not the dog's fault. It's the owner that's allowing the dog to just sit out there and bark. I can't sit in my backyard and read a book ever because I got 4 different neighbors that do the same thing with their dogs, where they go to work or whatever and they just let them sit out there and bark all day. I like dogs. I just don't like people that have dogs that don't have any respect or know how to, be responsible for the pet that you decide to own. Rant over. How's the durability on the Shipwreck? It doesn't come off. That's permanent. That right there is, you physically have changed the material. It has burnt in and you wash it off. So when you're done, it actually looks more blue. There's more blues and stuff from the salt on there than is on here now. And then you take it and you wash it and you basically are wiping everything off. And that's it. That is, the surface is now that color. Let me grab a couple more for you to see. All right. So like this one here is one that I did. It looked like this before I started. And that's like the finished product there. Where's the other one like that? Oh, here it is. And depending on the chemicals you use, if you put them directly on there, you get different looks. So see the one on the left, or whatever side it's on for you, has more blues in it. Put a little more salt in that one. But yeah, it's permanent. That is literally the material. It does not come off. Here's my QSP Parrot. It will kind of change too. It can age more over time. When you touch it, your hand can do stuff. You can, I didn't clear coat all of them, but some of them I used this matte clear. That helps lock it in. As far as then it doesn't continue to change when your hand touches it, because your hand will continue to age it. But if you put the clear coat on there, it'll then stay how it is. Here's another one, my Civivi X-Arc. This is copper. The copper usually gives you some darker greens, some interesting browns and stuff versus the brass. Like on the QSP, that's a brass. Knife in the bottom right corner. So is that this one? Is that your bottom right corner, Keith? Okay, stay tuned and wish me luck. Pick up some Sabatoru stones and clean it up before you start. And then wash it before you start. Anything that's on there is going to affect it. This thing, this is the zombie destroyer. Yeah, why not? Stay tuned and wish me luck. Okay, which ones haven't we looked at? This is that Gerber, little lockback Gerber that I picked up. I'm going to do a laser mark custom on that. Should be able to get a nice white mark on that aluminum. It's kind of an interesting one. This one here, it's like a slip joint, right? But instead of being like a snap shut, like most slip joints, basically you get the half stop, and when you close it, it slaps shut like that. This one, it almost has like a soft close. Like if I get it to here, watch. See that? It kind of like, kind of closes slow, which is fine. You go to snap it, and it's just like, Check out knife tube schedule, says Stacy. Yeah, knife tube schedule is cool. If you want to see any lives that are going on, you just go to that and check that out, and it'll say, oh, Kenman, Thursday night, 6 p.m. Central. And you can kind of see what lives are going on, when they are, find out, like, so if you're like, oh, there any going on today, you can kind of look on there and see. Or you can look through the whole thing and kind of find the ones you like and make notes. Make yourself an alarm. Be like, oh, Kenman, Thursday night. Right? All right. Which haven't I looked at? The Craig with the, what's the name of this lock? It's like a shark lock or a super lock, but it's CJRB's version of the back something lock. It works. It's a little thick though, a little heavy. Remet Wild series. Got the green with the layered black, green, black, green, black, and then orange. Wild series is a nice one. Good front flipper. A nice thumb stud action with the pearl on the stud. The Remet Wild series is actually a nice price. What's favorite knife to EDC in my collection? Dun, dun, dun. It's over here. Kaiser Mini Towser K. This is a White Mountain Knives exclusive. Frag titanium on the handle. 154 cm on the blade. Really nice stack of jimps on there for getting in. I have a larger hand, so I like a bigger blade, easier to get a hold of. This grip on this Frag titanium is perfect. Kaiser's clutch lock. The action is just excellent. Flicks out just like a dream. Feels so good in my hand. That's my win. What's up, Ron? There you go, Keith. Towser K. I love the Towser K profile. Here's my Shipwrecked Towser K. I almost prefer the liner lock over the clutch lock, particularly on the Towser K. I just like to drop it to my thumb and then swing it shut like that. Just great action. Boom. So I have 4 Towser Ks. It's a great knife. But yeah, this one's my favorite. I love Frag. This is new to my collection, the Goblin XL from Concept, but I can see how this one's moving up. Something about this size. Frag titanium, Feels good in my hand. You don't always need a big knife. I always carry 2 or 3, but this could easily move into one of my favorite mains. Just a nice big beefy one I can do some serious work with. Keep that one in my main pocket there, and then have like a smaller one. I'll always have something like this, like the Civivi Baby Banter, little Warncliffe, nice little smaller knife for doing some tight work. I always will have a smaller one. I've been doing a lot more like these slip joints, the Rough Rider Obed Creek Bow Trapper. Such a cool new one for my collection, but also that's something I'm going to carry regularly. I often will have the mini case, just a real small. I actually like the, what's on this side? The little Warncliffe blade on here. The pin blade is fine, but that little Warncliffe blade for a smaller, like if I just need something just really like a quick little cut. So I generally have a few knives on me, so I have no problem having this maybe move into one of my new main spots. It's awesome, great action, drop shot, flicks out, super fun. I love frag. Dude, frag titanium, awesome. I don't have a lot of it. I do have the CJRB frac. That's got some frag on there, but it's more of a shallow or not so deep on the ridges. I love the deep ridges on there or on my Towser. It just has a little bit more. The frac is a great knife. This thing is a beast. S90V on the blade and that frag titanium. Super cool little button lock. Well, big button lock. Awesome choke up on there. But I wish that frag was just a little bit deeper. Just picked up the Chevron Yan full Zerkatai titanium scales. Whoa, the Zerkatai. Just sending the dollars out for it. That's great. I would love to see it. Sounds awesome. Keith, I carry 1 knife most of the time, although I do carry 3 when I'm in the woods. There you go. I used to be 1, and then it was next thing you know, I was getting those smaller little ones and having a little secondary. And now I'm always 2. I just always am 2, and now more often than not, I've gotten into the 3. I do like the fixed blades. Been carrying fixed blades more. I'm really liking my Militaw. It's a larger one. But I've been using this Ulti clip. I don't have anything in my pocket now, so I put that Ulti clip on there and then you lock it into place. Boom. And I got 8-inch fixed blade that just takes up almost no space at all. Subtle. I'm getting more into that. My favorite knife from Blade Show Texas is a fixed blade, custom, one of a kind, Sea Fox, satin Magna Cut, white paper micarta, and then a koa wood. Nice thick handle. This thing fits perfect in my hand. I grab it right there. It just feels amazing. Get in there. Hand fits just naturally right on that. Boom. What's up, Fred? How's it going, Fred? What are you up to today? Got all my green knives out. I have 49 green knives in my collection. 49. 49? Today carried a Microtech Annex Integral Titanium, Devo Mash Tiger Stripe Scales, titanium pen, and a notepad. Right on. Clint Crosby. Crosby? Clint Crosby. I don't know. Maybe? Maybe. Playing with 5 of the greenest knives today. Isn't that fun? I totally forgot. I grabbed my knives. I did my daily pocket check. I went to work, and then I realized it was St. Patty's Day. And I was like, shoot, I should have had more green knives with me. I didn't have any green knives. Such is life, right? I guess. We still get by. We're doing our thing. I happen to own 49 green knives, so it's not like I'm denying the green knife its proper place. What it is. What it is. How many green knives do you have? I feel like 49 is respectable as far as numbers go. But I could be wrong. Maybe that's not enough. Do I need more? Mick says, should I get the fine grit stone? I got mine on Amazon, and it was a 2-pack, and it was both stones. I know that you might be seeing, what is it? There's like Weeha or some company makes a stone, and it's like $15, and you can order the fine grit or the strong grit. Or you can order the other Sabatoru stones where it's both of them for $12. And that's what I did. Because I saw one, it was like 14 or 15 bucks, and you got to choose one. And then I saw that one, and it was $12, and you got both. I bought the $12 version where I got both. If you're only going to get one, I'd get the fine grit. I would say you'd probably be better off with the fine grit one. But why not get the 2-pack with both of them? Either way, they're not very expensive, so it's whatever. They work great. They will slowly wear out. I've used this one for about 7 or 8 shipwrecks. And you can see it's got some wear to it. But I should still be able to get another 30, 40. Keith doesn't have a single green knife. You've got your color preferences. What if you look, Keith, out of all your knives, how many do you have? Is it easy to count? And if it's not, no big deal. But what would be like your main, like if you look at them, you're like, oh, it looks like you mostly are black or mostly have red handles or whatever. What's your color of choice? What's up the pawns? The pawns. I bet the pawns has a green knife. How many green knives do you have? I have this many. I have this many. I'm going to go leprechaun hunting. Okay, cool. I'll get the 2-pack. I had to go research, and the 2-pack came up. They all work, and it's the same thing. So it's like, yeah, might as well just get the 2-pack, right? You have an AD 20.5 in flat earth? I have an AD 20.5. I don't know if that's gray. They had a pretty good deal on the Demcos at the show. Blacked out like Jack the Ripper and Raw TI are your two most common. Yeah, black is a solid win. And then titanium. I like just plain silver, gray. You know, like this. Just boom, clean. I dig it. Although this bronze ano, I want to anodize something bronze sometime soon. Benchmade. What about Benchmade, Carter? Battery power. Ooh, I need to charge my laptop. Hope you're having a great St. Patty's Day. You too, Ron. I just pulled out my 49 green knives. I was surprised that I had that many in green. But, you know, I do know that I like a green handle. I've always kind of enjoyed that kind of style. I'm not really big on like camo per se, but like blacked out with green accents or black and green and silver. It's always kind of been, I mean, clearly. I would say green is definitely the top color. I know if I got 49 right here, There's no way if I pick one different color that I'm going to have 49 of that color. Like if I said blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I might have 15 to 20 blue. That might be my second color. Silver, no. Most things have a little color. Black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15, 20, 25 blacks. So I would say there's no way I have any other one even close to 49. But 49 green, that's definitely, I'm learning about myself today. Go check the deal out, the Ponds. There was an awesome deal, knife center, TI, scales, backspacer, 20. Wait. Oh, titanium scales and backspacer for $50. I was going to say, like, that price doesn't seem right. But so Mick is saying if you go on Knife Center, you can get 20.5 aftermarket titanium scales and backspacer for $50. Is it the small pivot or the big pivot? Small pivot should be the right one. So you're saying that's for this right here? Mick, for this, will it fit on this one here? And it's backspacer and scales for $50. Really? On Knife Center? I don't even know if I've ever bought anything from Knife Center. Wow, they've got that going on right now. You guys know what I'm buying after the show. I could make this titanium for $50. Get out of here. Telling me that's on sale right now. I'm going to have to end this live and get on there and do it. I do. Hey, I do. But here we talk about knives. This is the knife channel. I do have 4 of those, though. Wow, I got to get on there, Mick. Thanks. I'm going to go do that right after this, which is going to be sooner than later. Keith says he's got 23 knives. Orange is the most common. I like orange a lot, too. Let's check. I need to change my lighting, though, so that it doesn't throw me off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have at least 15 orange. I thought I had a lot of red too, but I really don't. I really like red knives, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. I've got a lot of them that are like 15 to 20. What is the craziest knife that I have? It's still available, says Mick. I gotta go. This probably is the craziest knife I have. It's huge. Pond says black and red is his biggest. That is definitely a crazy knife for sure. What's another wild one? Crazy. It's like, you know. This one's crazy. Folding hatchet. Right? That one's crazy. This old cold steel is pretty cool. That's a dagger. Triple action. They don't really make these anymore. Watch this. Boom. That's a double-edged blade. This is from Cold Steel. Kind of like a butterfly knife, but not quite. Yeah, I'm gonna get rolling too. I'm hungry. I want to get some dinner. I'm gonna go probably get on and see some of Rob's live and some of Knives Fast, go watch KC. They'll both be on in about 45 minutes if you guys are looking for something to do. Happy St. Patty's Day. Check out how many green knives you have. Comment, let me know. We'll see you all soon. Stay sharp. Take it easy. Probably do a live tomorrow. I'm going to do a live with Justin sometime pretty soon. I'm going to go get those scales right now, Mick. Stay sharp. We'll see you guys soon. Hope they're there.